We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And there he goes left side. 30, 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 31, Jackson right back to Cook for another completion. Finding room at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Dolphins at 12-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
To throw again is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 33. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Open man downfield is Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. In motion left goes a tight end. Now Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Getting the ball is Cook running left. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
In motion comes the tight end left. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
No, we changed it. Hey, middle. 13.
Play action. Now Jackson. And And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Jackson on 1st down. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. Sanders now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. First down, Jets. Off play action. Wilson on the move to his left. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Second and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And this is caught by Watkins. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Center's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cook up the gut. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson swinging this out wide here for Cook. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Play action. It's Wilson. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Wilson to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out.
And the Jets have retaken a third-quarter lead. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They go play action with Jackson.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They go play action now. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They go quickly here out to Moore. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit. And he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Jackson on first down. And complete right side to Cook. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Jackson. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Handoff comes to Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
Touchdown, Dolphins!
Christian Watson.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Dolphins have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Well, quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this 4th quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th-quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there.
Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Elijah Moore with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off to Cook.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Kyle Pitts,
35 yards.
And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Second and 11 now. Straight ahead is Hall.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Wilson steps away to his left.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They run the counter with Cook, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On a bad time late for a poor throw, it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.